I know why you're here. I know you are struggling. I know you are in pain. I know you are likely a shell of the person that you once were. I know that you are not happy. I know that you're probably depressed. I know that you're probably feeling bitter and angry and you feel stuck. You feel like you can't get out of this relationship and you just don't know why. Today, we're going to dive into this topic about why is it that we stay in toxic relationships? Being a person who stayed in far too many toxic relationships throughout my entire life, but yet I'm on the other side now. I'm here to speak this to you from a level of wisdom of having been through it and healed from it myself. So I hope that you listen to this episode today with an open heart and mind, because there's a lot of information swirling out there on the internet right now. And frankly, sometimes it's information overwhelm, and it just actually makes people feel more stuck. So I hope this video will help to clarify for you, why is it that you're staying in this toxic relationship? First off, I need you to understand that there's no shame and judgment from me, because I've been there myself, and only someone who has been there truly understands this dynamic. We hear this so many times when people are in these type of relationships. Why don't they leave? I can't believe they stayed. Oh my gosh. And they judge us like crazy because they really don't understand what's going on. This is because it's not as simple as so many people want to make it out to be. There's a lot of complex issues involved with this that make it sometimes difficult for ourselves even to understand. But once we can break it down and we can get really clear about what's happening, then we can set course to heal. And sometimes that healing will either move us out of the relationship, or it may move the other person out of the relationship. And sometimes I've seen this happen, that the toxic person will start to heal. And how this happens for you is hard telling because I don't know your situation. But I have seen all different types of things that come from what I'm about to teach you today. Now, the simple things that we often stay in these type of relationships are for reasons like we have a fear of starting over, or we have a fear of being alone, or maybe we have children with these people and we are afraid of breaking up the family. Oftentimes, we could be afraid of judgment, or there could be something that we're afraid of losing from this person, like financial security, or maybe we really love their family. Whatever it might be, there's many, many superficial and topical reasons why it might be that we're staying. But there's one reason that I think is the most important of all, and one that I want to address with you. First, I'm going to start off by saying that many times people think that it is the empaths that attract the narcissist. And I want to break that down for you and to maybe perhaps give you a different perspective on this, because a lot of times empaths tend to think like, woe is me, I'm just an empath. This is my lot in life, and I'm just going to continue to attract these type of people. And that's really limited and unhealed thinking. Because what an empath is really just a person who is able to pick up on the energy and emotions of other people. So we might understand what somebody is going through on a deeper level than other people. However, being an empath is not something that is just that you were specifically picked for. Like, that is your special gift, because we are all empathic. We all have the potential to be really, really empathic. Just some people have really fine-tuned those abilities more so than other people. A truer narrative would be to say that people pleasers tend to attract narcissistic people. And I want to break that down for you right now. People pleasers and narcissists are both people that have been wounded in their youth, as all of us have been, because we are the walking wounded here on earth. This is part of our spiritual journey. This happens when we fracture away from the unconditional love of self, and then the journey is to return back to the unconditional love of self. But we don't yet know that. So what happens is, as we're coming up through our youth and we have certain experiences that happen, experiences that might tell us that we're not enough, or we're too much, or that we don't matter, whatever the experiences is, somehow the brain will concoct a way to get your needs met, our needs met. And it'll do that by either becoming people pleasing, which is super overgiving and over accommodating and focusing on the needs of somebody else, or it will go over to the other side where it will become narcissistic and selfish and really hyper independent, focusing on only the needs of oneself. And both of those things are an energetic match. They match perfectly. It's like a key to a lock, because a people pleaser is the overgiver, and people that are selfish and have narcissistic tendencies are the overtaker. So boom, we click together just like this. But what's rooted in this is a degree inside of ourselves that doesn't believe that we are lovable. We believe that we have to look into the outside world for love, approval, and acceptance. And oftentimes this will keep us in there because we have a low level of self-worth, which will contribute to the things like, I'm afraid there's not going to be another person out there. I'm afraid of what people are going to say about me, and all the things that I listed in the beginning. That will contribute to us staying in the relationship because we'll believe there isn't better than this. Or if we think that there's better than this, that we won't have the courage or the confidence to move out of the relationship. So the bottom line about why we stay in toxic and low vibe relationships is because we don't truly value ourselves to the extent that we need to. Now, sometimes people think they need to be out of a relationship to do this work first, and that may be the case, but I don't think that's always the case, because I believe that the journey of self-love can happen at any point in time. It can happen within a relationship, or it can happen when you are outside of a relationship. Oftentimes it's easier when you're outside of a relationship because you don't have this dense energy coming at you all the time. But this is where you have to make a really pointed decision for yourself. When are you going to stop focusing on the needs of the other person and falling into the narcissistic trap by their gaslighting, their blaming, their defending, all the things that they do? And instead of falling into that trap with them, how about you start putting all that energy that you expend towards them towards yourself, and work on loving yourself to the absolute best of your ability, so that you will naturally and organically start to build a worthiness foundation. Now, what that worthiness foundation will do inside of a narcissistic or toxic type relationship is it will have you set and maintain really super healthy boundaries that are rooted in respect and protect of yourself. That will either set a line for that person where they decide, I can't control you anymore, and they either up their ante or they leave, or they'll decide that, wow, I really can't control this person anymore. I better start falling in line a little bit because they're going to leave me, which, remember, you are their supply. Because many times, yes, narcissists will leave us, but narcissists will take whatever it is that we are giving them. Toxic people are just people that are wounded, and they're people that are wounded in a way that they are grabbing for what they need, where what we are is we are giving to others in hopes that that person's going to see our value and then give that back to us. So when we start to heal our own wounds and we start to return to the unconditional love of self, that is the way that we position ourselves to leave a toxic relationship if it is time. I cannot say when that is time for you, nor can anybody else. This is a personal spiritual journey that you are on. So the faster that you can start working on yourself and what it is that is blocking you from actually setting and maintaining healthy boundaries that truly set the line where you are like, hell no, I'm not putting up with this stuff anymore. Or you actually can build up the courage for you to leave this relationship. I highly encourage you to start doing the work. Now, I have a book that I wrote regarding all of this. It is the healing journey that I took myself to heal myself, so that I stopped attracting toxic and low vibe people, so that I could reset my energetic vibration and start attracting high vibe and quality people. It is called The Recovering People Pleaser, a spiritual guide to reclaim your true worth and attract the love you deserve. You are not destined to be in a toxic and low vibe relationship now or ever. This is not your lot in life. You're a beautiful, brilliant, gorgeous, unique, fabulous individual that is in a human body, and you are here to have the best life ever. But that cannot happen until you deem yourself worthy of such. And I designed a course to help you cut the learning curve from your pattern of attracting toxic and low vibration, so you can reset your energetic foundation so that you will become magnetic to quality and high vibe individuals. It is called the Self-Love to Soulmate Masterclass. It is 6 modules, and you get to work with me, yours truly, one-on-one for 6 full weeks. You will get a recorded module, you will get a workbook, and then we will meet together once a week for 1 hour to work through all of this stuff. To date, I have a 90% success rate for the individuals who have entered this course, and it is male and females who have taken my course, and they have moved on to either attract a great relationship, a partner, a boyfriend or girlfriend, or they are now engaged or married. So if you're interested in this, I will put the link right here, and I will also put it in the description below. And also, if you are interested in purchasing my book, The Recovering People Pleaser, you can get this on Amazon. And I'll put the link up here as well. It will also be in the description. So thank you guys for listening. I hope this really helps you today. This is such an important topic, and one that is literally the reason why I have broke through my fear of public speaking to teach this into the world, because it is that important. It may seem like there is no answer to this, but I promise you there is a cure, and the cure lies within you. You have all the power you've ever needed to heal yourself so that you stop attracting these type of relationships, and you can get out of the one that you're in if that's what you feel called to do. So if you guys enjoyed this, please give me some thumbs up. Don't forget to share with someone you love or feel like could gain value from this. And please comment below, because I love to hear from you all. This is a community here on my channel where we support each other. Until next time, everybody, remember, you matter. Now go love yourself.